Yes!
Oh, I love him.
Beautiful!
His little voice. Hey guys, welcome back to our reaction to The Mandalorian. Today we are reacting to episode 6.
This season is flying by.
It's already almost over.
I can't believe we're on week 6 of... Guys, 2023 is just happening way too fast.
Life.
Like, I can't even believe.
Can't even believe
That we're on episode 6 of Mando season 3. This is insane. What happened last episode?
The pirates attacked, and they fought them.
This is what's so good about having the recap at the beginning of each episode.
Yeah.
They know that their audience like has a whole week of like life to live in between each episode.
They got some land.
They got some land, yes.
Now they're gonna build a village.
Yes, and Bo-Katan.
She's doing stuff somewhere, getting people, getting Mandos to take over the world.
My question is, in this episode, are we going to circle back around to Dr. Perhsing at all?
Oh.
Are you good?
Perhsing. Is he alright?
We said it at the end of the last episode, but I really have no idea where they're going with this show. And so I don't really have any predictions for this episode. I'm just kind of here for the ride. We're not really going to prolong this time of talking about the episodes. Kaylin just needs a little bit. She just needs to get into it. She has the giggles. Okay, so we're going to get into this episode of The Mandalorian, but before we do so, we want to invite you to join our Patreon. It just helps to support the channel a little bit, just a little bit, as we try to dedicate a little bit of time to this channel as much as possible. If you don't want to join the Patreon, feel free to subscribe, turn on notifications, like the video, comment below what you would like to see from us. Just any interaction with our videos we greatly appreciate, and we're so honored to have people watch along with us. So yeah, thank you so much for being here, for watching this episode of The Mandalorian. Whoa, what a weird ship. Oh!
We are not Imperial either. We are Mandalorian.
Whoa!
And sadly,
Ooh.
you're too late to hire us. We're privateers. Individuals for hire.
Oof.
The price
Wow.
is high, but we are very good at what we do. You see, we were already hired by a certain Mon Calamari viceroy.
Mon Calamari versus the Quarren.
Why would I jeopardize peace and prosperity? We have all suffered too much from war.
No, I didn't say anything about war. I know it was for love. But my job is not to judge, but simply to complete the tasks for which we were hired.
No! I won't go. I won't go. We love each other.
Sorry,
It's Romeo and Juliet.
You have to go with them.
No, I love you.
Please go. I can't destroy everything I've built for a childish fling.
Oh.
Wow.
This was to you.
Oh.
That's not what I meant.
It goes back to the Clone Wars, the war between the
Your fate was not
Mon Calamari and the Quarren.
I love
As per Article 9 of the Coruscant Accords, permission must be granted from High Senate for access to self-defense
What the heck?
forces in the peacekeeping zone.
Oh man, they look so good together.
Whoa.
Join us! Come! It's a party!
No! No!
Everyone, special guests!
What?
Mandalorians!
What?
Like secretion.
No!
Stop.
What the heck? Before it even showed him. What the
How
heck?
did he get into Star Wars? This is a joke.
Thanks to the
He's playing Jeff Goldblum in Thor Ragnarok.
You were Imperial? He doesn't take kindly to strangers.
This is weird, guys.
So fast. Yes. You see, it was time for our planet to move into a
I
new
can't.
age.
I can't believe
I
this.
can't believe I'm watching Jack Black right now. Like, what? I don't even understand. Like, what is going on?
Problem.
Yes.
A droid problem. What kind of droid problem?
Malfunction. Droids were reprogrammed.
What is this flower? What?
I don't know. It's like a hologram.
This is like a weird dream.
I know.
Assault. The mercenary captain, Axe Woves, indicated that he split from you because you had designs on ruling Mandalore once again.
Those plans have been abandoned.
You had me at battle droids.
He's like, I'll take down battle droids any day.
This is so random.
Oh, that's Doc Brown.
Oh my gosh. What is happening?
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's freaking Doc Brown. It's
What is happening?
Marty.
Why not turn them all off?
1.21 gigawatts.
Citizens voted against any interruption in droid services. They can't live without it.
And why is that?
The citizens are no longer required to work.
I cannot believe. Why is he in this? Like, I'm not complaining. I'm just like so like, what the heck?
See what happens when you rely on droids.
Are you taking this personally?
Just pointing it out.
Let's just finish this so we can be on our way.
Side quest.
Wow, look at the battle droids. That's so cool.
We were sent on behalf of the Duchess and Captain Bombardier to help you with your droid problem.
You will answer our questions and help us with our task. I have spoken.
I have spoken. Yeah. I have spoken.
Thank you for your hospitality and for sharing your table with us.
There are no such droids.
You may not have heard the news down here, but your droids are wreaking havoc in the world above.
This is not the case. I have spoken.
We're not in any way suggesting that your work is to blame. We know that Ugnaughts are considered the hardest working species in the galaxy. We, like you, have been engaged with
He knows how to finesse because
Yeah.
he
We will investigate the
had a
dangerous
friendship with one.
incidents.
Definitely.
We would appreciate your help. We are in your debt. I have spoken. They all look suspicious.
Oh, this is a restricted area.
Yes!
You are to vacate immediately.
Oh, I love him.
Beautiful.
His little voice.
Rest assured, I've had the entire line of loaders undergo maintenance.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Their base function was warfare.
I thought they were just checked out.
They were. What are you doing?
Then this shouldn't faze them.
Sir? Excuse me? Excuse me, sir?
Whoa! Whoa! It's so strong!
It's running so fast.
I know.
Why was it running away instead of fighting? It's kind of weird.
This is a crime scene. Thank
You know?
for standing back.
It's creepy how the droids have taken over.
Yeah. It's like Wall-E.
I found a spark pad. The resistor.
Sounds like a droid bar.
They're like a buddy cop duo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why is there a bar for droids?
I mean, they had stuff like that in the Clone Wars. They had like a whole like droid spa thing in one of the episodes.
We don't serve your kind here.
Nice. That's a great reversal. That's hilarious.
I don't think they get many of our kind.
This is so awkward.
There has been a string of malfunctions that all point to this oil can.
Like, this is presenting a really interesting dilemma in Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all of these droids have like free will enough to like congregate at a bar.
There are concerns among my customers that we will be replaced.
By what?
Humans. Most of us have been.
What?
Some droids on Plazia date back to the Separatists. The New Republic would send them to scrap.
Just like a wholesome moment.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if they give us a reading. The particles are definitely present.
What are the chances that they're still active?
What? Whoa!
Hey.
Curious.
What?
They're actually nanodroids.
How did nanodroids get into the Nepenthe?
Yes, here we are. They were originally manufactured by the Techno Union.
The Techno Union?
Storage for ages. These droids were ordered by an individual.
It all goes back to Jack Black.
Yeah.
Security. Commissioner Hell.
Oh.
You programmed them to disrupt an attack.
You're coming with us.
Everyone freeze! If I trigger this failsafe, it will convert the planet's docile workforce back into battle droids and unleash them upon the unsuspecting citizens of Plazir. I never give up. I didn't give up to the corrupt Republic.
He's a
I didn't
separatist?
give up to the Empire. Count Dooku.
Whoa, Count
He
Dooku.
was cut short in his prime by the Jedi forces.
Whoa!
Whoops. That was easy.
This is heavy, Doc.
Okay, let me get that for you, my lady.
Get out of here, Jack Black.
He's just hanging out with her. He's helping her. He likes her.
What are you doing with Commissioner Hellgate?
We found the cause of your malfunction.
Despicable.
If that isn't the Quacta calling the stifling slimy.
I beg your pardon.
This planet
Who said that first?
is unrecognizable.
I had a feeling you hated me.
I'm disappointed in you.
I had a feeling you hated me.
Served my... As for now, you must live in exile on the moon of Paraquat. I also give to you both our highest honor, the key to Plazir.
What are you supposed to do with that?
I know. Like, what's the
Always
point?
be welcome. You are now a knight of the Ancient Order of Independent Regencies. Go in
He's
peace,
so
brave
cute.
travelers, until our paths meet again.
This episode is so weird.
Yeah, this is a huge fleet.
Then I challenge you. One warrior to another.
And only the strongest shall rule
Do you
Mandalore.
accept my challenge?
Whoa!
Wow, wasted no time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Dang.
Whoa. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh.
Oh. She could just stab him right now. Oh.
Wow. Whoa. Sick.
You'll never be the true leader of our people. You won't even take the Darksaber from him. He's the one you should be challenging.
Whoops.
Mandalorian blood has been spilled by your own hands.
Guess you're the leader now.
Mandalorians are stronger together.
A misguided zealot possesses the blade. One, I might add, who has not one drop of Mandalorian blood in his veins.
Whatever.
Din Djarin took the ancestor state.
He grew up on Concordia.
It's not a gift to be given, no matter how well intended.
Yeah, that's a lesson she learned from Sabine.
It's not a gift. While exploring Mandalore, I was captured.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
And this
explaining.
blade was taken from me.
What?
Bro.
Katan rescued me. And
He's
slayed
weaseling
my
out of it.
captor.
Yeah.
She defeated the enemy that defeated me.
It's the Elder Wand.
Would this blade then not belong to her?
Well, logic? Maybe?
Would it not belong to her?
It would.
I guess it checks out.
It follows the rules. We accept. Hey. She's like, yeah. Bro.
Yeah.
She's taking it for the first time as the rightful owner. Oh boy. Oh, she gonna light it. Oh. Hey. Bro.
Jack Black. Lizzo? That was Lizzo.
Who?
The Duchess.
What the heck?
Why? What was up with the cameos? This is going to be a controversial episode. Very odd cameos that break
A lot of cameos.
immersion totally. I wouldn't say that about the Back to the Future one if it hadn't directly come after Jack Black. And then I'm reading the credits and it's Lizzo, that's the husband of Jack Black.
The wife, babe.
The wife, sorry. If you told me on paper, like before I watched this, that so this episode is going to contain Lizzo and Jack Black and they're going to be married and Jack Black is just going to be Jack Blacking. And like I would have
And the cop is the professor from Back to the Future.
that I don't mind as much. It's a little bit more
All together.
deep cut. Yeah.
Really random.
And that we would spend 3/4 of the episode on this like weird
Side quest.
droid side quest that feels like it has no bearing on the main story at all. Only to have this cool action scene at the end that ends suddenly with Bo-Katan getting the Darksaber
Mm-hmm.
for no reason.
They just like
After there's been like all this drama about her not having it.
Yeah.
Like that is
like
not
JK, she had it.
Yeah, that is not like a momentous like thing at all.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, she gets it because she she fought with it earlier in the season. So
Remember?
it is.
So she actually does own it. Yay!
Yay! And then it's like this big moment. Oh, she ignites the Darksaber. And it's like
cool, but then when you think about it, it's like, wait, this could have been cooler.
no, I don't even think it's like cool.
Well, I just mean in the moment, I was like,
Whoa,
yeah,
sure, but
she's cool.
yeah, she looked cool. That doesn't mean that it feels impactful at all in the story.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because they've built up the story so much about the fact that he has the Darksaber. Like, why is he taking a backseat in his own show?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And why did we focus so much time on this thing?
I'm bewildered.
Yeah.
This was
weak, guys. It was weak. I'm sorry. I'm normally very enthusiastic about things, but
we're normally
like,
not negative
about
things. Unless we just really don't like them. But
yeah, I feel like I genuinely am like not vibing with this episode. Like, and also
it's very jarring, very sudden.
I have no idea why they are doing this with Bo-Katan and Mando. Like, where is the story?
Mm-hmm.
Where is the character
Yeah.
going? Where are the characters? Like, I'm like, it was weak. It was just weak. I don't know what to say. I feel bad for saying that. I don't like to be negative.
Not every episode is gonna be amazing. Some of them are gonna be weaker, and this one was just not as good.
I mean, we have not had a bad Mandalorian episode in the entire show, in my opinion. After last week's episode, this episode totally lost its edge.
Yeah, it just makes me wonder why.
Like, what were the decisions? Like, who made that decision to have Jack Black?
Not that he can't be in Star Wars.
No, I know, but
it's just all the context.
It
just feels so random.
I hate this, guys. I hate that I'm like this, but I can't like handle when I feel like Hollywood is Hollywooding, you know? And it's like, we're gonna create an SNL skit inside of our story, basically. Like this contrived SNL skit where it's like, we're gonna bring in all these famous actors and they're just gonna act like goofballs. It's like, who wants that? I'm so negative. I'm so sorry.
Well, we're not usually.
I know.
So.
You guys have to give us this because normally we're very positive, but I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I had fun in the moment, but now that it's over, I don't think so. It's like,
hey,
it's like junk food, you know? You have fun.
You guys have
then
to.
You look back and you're like, wait.
You have to comment and help us to see the light, because like this episode.
Are we
was
wrong, or do you agree?
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know. I'm guessing it's going to be a controversial episode. I don't know if people are going to be all on board for it, but I'm just like.
Well, I feel like people are generally a lot more critical and negative than we are. So if we're like not feeling it, then I feel like everyone else is gonna be like really not.
You know, there's sometimes when you watch a TV show when it just feels like there's a moment in the episode that you're watching that you're just like, I'm not vibing with this episode. You know?
What moment was it?
When they were chasing the droid through the streets. And I was like, wow, we're really focusing on this story. Like,
why is this happening?
This isn't gonna like on a dime switch to something more interesting. And then they were like, oh, there's writing on this thing, on this nano droid. What could it be? And I was like, oh, now it's gonna show us something interesting. And then it's like, no, it's this other thing. Like, and I was just like, I kept waiting for that moment when I was gonna be like, when are you going to bring it back around to the main story? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or like that it's going to be more interesting and connected somehow.
Mm-hmm.
They could still do that in future episodes somehow, but within the experience of watching the episode itself, I'm just like. And then
what?
I literally, guys, this is so sad. I literally had the thought they're back in the car and then they're finally going to the other Mandalorians, and then I was like. You could have cut all of that out. As soon as they arrive on the planet, they could have gone straight there.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I was like, of the whole.
I was literally like, "Oh, okay, we're back to the story." You know what I mean? And like, I was like
a meaningless.
You literally get
sidestep.
And then I was like, "Okay, well, at least we're gonna be redeemed with this cool battle." And then it ends with it being like, she gets the Darksaber for like barely earning it at all. And it's disappointing. Unless they're doing it like I said it last week, unless they're, we don't know where the show is going, unless they're doing a twist at the end, I just can't see how they're going to land this plane in any interesting way. We have 2 episodes left. And where is it going? I don't know. This is concerning.
I don't know. Maybe it's just going to be like, well, we just ignore that episode.
Yeah. I just wonder what decisions were being made. Like, who made the decisions? Because sometimes creatively, like, things are just like, people have ideas and then they just don't land super well. You know what I mean? And you're like, you just kind of let that be the case, right? That, they tried it out, it didn't land. But it's one of those experiences where I'm watching this and I'm like, this is going to be such a memeable episode in Star Wars. Comment below if I'm being too harsh, because I feel pretty negative about this, and I want the show to prove me to like swing back around and be like, no, this episode was great because of this reason.
Yeah. It just, from the very beginning, it was just like, what's happening? Like, these two, random Quarren and the Mon Calamari, Romeo and Juliet in love, and they're just like, goodbye, my love.
And also, Bryce Dallas Howard does a great job normally, so it's kind of weird that she gets this weird
I
episode.
say it's not her fault.
I would say it's not her fault.
I would say it's some execs making some decisions, and
I'm like, when Bryce Dallas Howard directs an episode, I'm normally like thrilled with it,
Yeah, so something else was going on with this because it feels like something was going on.
It doesn't even feel like Jon Favreau either.
It feels like
the writing felt so weak. It would like the lines. I was just like what?
Something happened.
I wonder if certain like boardroom executive decisions
something
where they're like,
was being interfered with.
Well, it would be fun if we had this weird, quirky Jeff Goldblum, type of situation.
I don't know. It just felt like the creative, energy was squelched with that episode.
It felt like it was like a dig, like that it was purposefully written poorly.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Because I'm like, that was the first thought I had with Jack Black. I was like, oh, they're doing the Jeff Goldblum Thor Ragnarok thing. Like, he looks like him and he's acting all like, like that character. And I was like, okay,
it was this whole side. They were like direct democracy and droids and blah 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 blah, and we were just like,
oh yeah,
what?
A whole weird this is so frustrating. Like, what's the episode about? Like, answer that question for me. What is the episode about? Right? And I was like, oh, they're doing a whole droid rights episode. Interesting. That might play into things in the future. And he's giving this whole speech about, I'm a separatist, Count Dooku. And that went nowhere. There was no point to it. And then Lizzo...
Maybe things will connect to later.
Lizzo's like, you served my family well, but you're going to be banished to this planet that I don't know, that no one knows anything about this.
Yeah, there was just...
And I'm sorry, her acting was just bad.
Well, she's not an actress.
I know, and that's the worst thing that Hollywood does is when they get musicians to be in front of the camera like that, oh man, being so negative. I'm so sorry. I'm breaking out of my shell, to be honest.
Everyone has their inner critic.
Yeah, and this episode just wasn't it for me. The best part was the Ugnaughts.
There was so much that there was so much that we didn't even still know Perhsing, still know Moff Gideon stuff.
Yeah.
There's more important things.
No Thrawn.
That we haven't touched at all.
No, so. I literally had the hope that they would go really deep into this whole dilemma.
Jon Favreau said that this would break the internet, but so far I don't know. I feel like I haven't seen any craziness.
Yeah, I haven't either.
So I don't know what they're gonna do in the last 2 episodes, but
yeah. The thing is I really was hoping when we saw the recap. Whenever they do a recap, they're showcasing okay, here are the things that we're following up on in this episode. And here are the things that we are going to showcase and concern ourselves with. And it was all about the Darksaber. It was all about, the recap was about Bo-Katan and stuff. And they literally reserved it for the last 3 minutes of the episode. And it was solved like that.
Yeah.
What? The whole recap, the whole point of the recap, it was resolved. All the conflict of the finale of season 2.
The suspense was building. It's who a Darksaber stuff is gonna go down in this episode, and it's hey, it was hers all along.
She gets the Darksaber.
There you go. Yay, we're friends.
Everything's good, guys. What's gonna happen? It makes me sad.
It's deflating.
It's very deflating. I have angst, guys. Help me, comment, argue with me.
You can't win them all,
I tear it to shreds, honestly. Either tear the episode to shreds or tear my opinion about the episode to shreds in the comments, because I genuinely am curious about how people are going to
Converse
react.
with us.
Because this was a weird one.
What do you think?
This is going to be the one.
Do you relate?
On rewatches to always be like, this
What's
is
the
weird.
joke from Avatar?
Yeah.
We'll skip that one.
Yeah. The Great Divide. Yeah. Yeah, it was weird. But you can't skip it because essential things happen in it. They're just weird. And
You just fast forward till the end.
it feels like, no, I just don't understand. It feels so random that Bo-Katan just gets the Darksaber. That's a weird story choice. I could overlook all the other stuff as it being like, oh, goofy Hollywoodisms. You know what I mean? Like them bringing in all these actors and just being like, let's do some quirky, fun thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would bypass it, but the ultimate disappointing thing is like, why does Bo-Katan just get the Darksaber? And there's no, totally deflating that conflict. There was rising tension involved with that.
Yeah,
starting all the way back.
It's like a bait and switch, or it just was like a really lame.
Yeah, it could be a bait and switch. And if that is, praises, right? Because I want this show to be good. Star Wars is our favorite thing, and The Mandalorian especially is like peak Star Wars, or it has been in the past few years. But they've been setting up the Darksaber conflict with Bo-Katan since episode 3 of the last season, the first episode that she showed up in. And then she finally gets it, and it feels meaningless and pointless. Now I have to wait a whole week to figure out how they're going to follow up on this, because
dang it,
it's so bothering. And what's the whole deal with Mandalorians stole Moff Gideon? They didn't follow up on that at all.
I don't know.
Guys, I have angst. I need your help. Let's talk about it.
Help us.
Help us work through our feelings about this episode. Yeah.
Are we alone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are we not?
Sorry to be Debbie Downers. It was just a weird one. And
But
I
we had fun.
I hate raining on people's parade.
We had fun though.
So if you loved it, kudos to you. Don't let us take away your enjoyment.
Baby Yoda was cute.
Baby Yoda was cute.
As always.
What's the point of Baby Yoda? What's he doing in the story? They haven't followed up on his character for 4 episodes either.
It's kind of funny. It's no, he's literally just there for the cute factor. He's not really doing anything in this
episode
season,
was
but
weak.
It's if it's true that Kathleen Kennedy was no, he has to go back to Mando, but Jon Favreau was oh, I was never gonna make him do that. Then he's just kind of Baby Yoda has to be there, I guess. But he's
Guys,
never meant
the
to
writing,
follow
the
along
dialogue
with
of this episode. The dialogue of this episode was bad.
There was a lot of exposition, and it was weird.
And it points just clipped through,
so
and I was
many
not
details.
Understanding.
Why are we? You're saying so many things.
I'm wondering, again, this is total conspiracy theory speculation, but I'm wondering if there was some sort of bored Hollywood executive interference in this episode. We gotta have Jet Black, we gotta do this thing. And then it was I'm gonna intentionally sabotage the script to show you how bad it is when you do these things. That is so conspiracy theory of me, but guys, it was
could be.
It went down a couple tiers this episode. The writing, it went down a couple tiers. Just for this episode alone.
What's going on?
This season's been good. Yeah, guys, just share.
Tell us.
I'm being tinfoil hat about it because
Not really. I mean, it's perfectly logical that could be.
Yeah.
That happens all the time.
I don't know. The idea that they would sabotage their baby just because they
Oh, the sabotage part, yeah.
Yeah, the idea
it
of
doesn't have to be sabotage. It could just be that it was bad because they made a bad decision.
Yeah, probably more realistic is just there were things being shoehorned in and it was just kind of a mess.
Wasn't really working out.
Yeah, and it wasn't working out. But I just wish you could have done all of this and done it better.
You could have done all of this and done it better.
I feel sad. I'm gonna go to bed sad tonight.
No, it's okay. It's gonna be okay.
I love The Mandalorian. We're huge Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau fans. We're here watching every week. So we say it out of love. All this complaining comes from a place of...
But you know what? Sometimes this happens.
Yep.
And that's life.
Guys, Mordor. Wait, the Southlands.
Why?
Now becomes Mordor.
Why are you talking about
Because
this?
it has that energy.
You're bringing back such terrible memories.
It has that energy of it being like so goofy.
If you really want to see us be negative, just go watch our whole Rings of Power reaction.
This was negative. Like that was negative for sure. But yeah, if you want more negativity, go watch the Rings of Power thing.
If you want positivity, then stay tuned for next week.
Yes.
Hopefully it'll be positive.
No, I have hope.
Yes.
I have hope. Thank you guys for watching this reaction. Sorry for all of our criticisms. Yeah, but yeah. Stay tuned. We will be back next week. Comment below your thoughts. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.